Hello and welcome to 15 Minute Game. My name is Tony and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. Hello fellow survivalists and welcome to the channel. Guess what? It's Dead Matter update time, and this one actually has a proper update about the closed alpha, so let's check it out. Right, let's get into this update. I have cut some of it out. If you want to read the full thing, I'll put a link in the description. We finally have light at the end of the tunnel. While we have not fully resolved the issue that we are having pressed on us from a legal side, it looks like that by the start of next week we should have things squared off. This is great news because as of today, we have our launch infrastructure in place. If things continue to move forward smoothly next week, as they have been, we will be initiating our launch of the closed alpha. However, for the sake of transparency and because we will never launch the project of this scope or scale before, we will be doing a slow rollout. It will essentially boil down to the following steps. First things first, because Indiegogo's API does not properly report refunds, and because of the limited payment processes methods available to us, we'll be initiating a 2-week countdown. I guess this is so they can sort out if people have refunded or not. Shortly after, we will initiate the Indiegogo countdown. We will be having our partners at Nitrado bring a portion of our servers online, and we'll start to trickle our partners into the project. Now, this annoyed me a little bit because this just means, I know people do this all the time, that it's only going to be select people that are going to get to play the game first. It's not going to be people like me, which kind of sucks. Just before the countdown comes to an end at Indiegogo, we will be spinning our servers up and getting ready for the floodgates to open. After the countdown is complete, we will start distributing keys via the website, and you will receive an email when this process starts. There's also 2 questions that they do a question answer thing, so the 2 of them that I've picked out. What is the legal issue holding back the release? While we have been advised to not divulge too many specifics, it is essentially a trademark dispute. So yeah, I wonder if the name Dead Matter was taken by someone else or whatever. And then I asked, why is there an NDA in place? I've not seen anyone mention NDA. NDAs on early builds of software are commonplace. However, content creators that are partnered with us were given the opportunities to release gameplay clips or even stream the game via Twitch/YouTube. I was hoping I'd be able to pretty much show this game off pretty quickly. I don't think I'm going to be able to, which kind of bums me out a little bit. I'm excited to have it though, but I just won't be able to show anything by the looks of it. So we'll see what that NDA entails once the game is released. Right, and now the excitement stuff and development. Kyle has continued working on bug fixes for occasional crashes on dedicated servers and other miscellaneous bug fixes, implementing the door barricades into player construction, and wrapped up implementing better water in Dead Matter. He has also added a mechanic that players will need to keep in mind. You need keys for vehicles, unless you've hotwired it, but that's a different topic. And players will need to remember to take the keys out the ignition when leaving or getting ready to bail out the vehicle, or they risk losing them. It's a good thing players can keep their eyes open underwater, because this is gorgeous, as you can see the video in the background of going underwater. On the subject of barricades, Nomad has implemented 2 basic traps for player settlement. The first is a barbed wire trap that can be placed anywhere in a player's base. Players will not be able to craft these, but instead must find bundled barbed wire stacks around the map in order to place them. Minor bleeding damage will be applied if a player tries to actively move through the barbed wire, but will not receive damage while standing still. The second trap is an Electrified Fence Kit. Players can construct the addition to their fences. It does exactly what you think it does. If a player tries to cross the fence when it has power, it'll probably electrocute them. Gunslinger has gotten zombie looting implemented in time for the closed alpha. Now your uninvited guests will have a little something on them to make it worth your ammo, assuming you've planned accordingly and there's not a fresh horde on the tails of the first one. Nihito has been working on the not so little details that players will be able to find in the rural areas of the map. Yes, Alberta has quite a few farms, and those farms needed equipment to work before the outbreak, so you can see there on screen, hay bales, moving things like Farming Simulator. Hacks has been working on more R700 animations, such as magazine variant reloads and ammo checks. He has also been working with our animators to get single round reloading implemented for the revolver for when players don't have a speed loader handy. This kind of handheld power comes with some time constraints after all. On top of that, we've gotten animations ready for the staple pistol of survival games, the Makarov, which is like that kind of small one, as you can see on the video now. And as a bonus, the shooting range mentioned in last week's post will also have a shooter challenge area for players to test their accuracy and aiming speed on the dummies. This will be a separate area that players can launch from the main menu, poor dummies. And that is it. So I'm hoping next week I'll be bringing you a countdown of when we can start playing this game. I really hope so anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.